So now we are going to see about how to create a project and to GitHub. And if you put the GitHub, the Git Actions will take care of pushing to the server. Only thing we have to change the current folder. Okay, open the studio, start coding, click File, Project, and search for Angular. There's two things, Angular and ASP.NET Core. Select this one, click Next, and select the folder which wherever you want. Uh, don't create inside of want to create inside a folder, you can create or leave it as it is to create inside this one and click Next. So after creating a new project, you can see the client and server. This test project we can add by right clicking the solution and add new project and search for the X unit test and click that one and click next. The project will be created, test project. So here I have already done install the new get packages whatever I want. Uh, there is dependencies inside the packages. I can see the ASP one framework or Postgres SQL. I'm using Postgres. Now the first thing we have to create a model folder. So I have created a entry.cs and there is some properties, the column of entry ID, entry date, starting time, ending time, total time, and user ID. I have used as a foreign key from the user and username. And the user entity, I have two properties of user ID. This user ID I have used in the entry DB as a foreign key. So in the user entity, I have used a I collection of entry here. So and then I have configured the database. That is, I have ensured that entity DB set the entity over here, and then I have a vector, and then I have a configuration of uh, which where is the connection string file that should be in the app settings.json and DB connection string, the connection string name of the so entry DB. If we go to the app settings.json, I have configured here the connection string name and the user, the PK2 password, host, localhost, and the port, the local database connection lifetime. So how I am getting this user ID, password, and the database name and all. Like we have to create a database. I will put up this blog in the uh, description. So we have to open our PostgreSQL and we have to create by by clicking right clicking the Postgres and click the SQL tool. And here we have to uh, type this create a uh, user for this password and database and give a privileges to the database to this user and navigate to that database and grant all schema public to this user and again go to the Postgres. That's it. So, so now close this one and come to the project. After created the project, we have to do a migration. I have already done two migration. So the migrations command is like so. First, we have to update globally .NET Entity Framework, and then update the Entity Framework and add a package of Microsoft Entity Framework 4.design and the .NET. This is the main command of creation. .NET EF migrations add this name whatever name we can give to create or updated a new one like that. And the context is like your DB context name that is over here. So I'm having entry DB context, so it should be entry DB context over here. After migration, we should update the database. So after updated, we got local entry DB, that is local entry DB. Here I have there is a two schema, main and public. This is creation because I have mentioned here schema main. So the main schema is created. Inside the main, there is two table entry info and user detail. There is the info, the table name, and the user detail, another table name. If I right click this one and select the scripts, it will open like this. If we click then successfully run, and same for the user detail. If we run, there is no user. So as far so far so good. So if we run the program, Tiger is GitHub. Now the Angular project is running. We open the Angular. There is no thing here. There is no username. So if I add a username, so pk commit. So here, and I'm going to give a test 001 start. This is for checking whether it's storing inside the database. Click stop. So it came here. Let's reload again. Whether it's yeah, yeah. We go and check in the database, the entry DB. Boom. The entry we have given in the content as came here. So same as a user. The user has created the PK. Okay. Now our project is running successfully. Stop it. Now we have to move this one to server. That is which we have created the instance. The server we have to move this one. So for that we have to open the GitHub workflow. Here it's not showing. We can open a VS Code. So I have already opened the Pomodoro app. So here I have created already the GitHub workflow name main.yaml. So here I have mentioned these are the jobs. That is first thing the name is build and test, and when on push branches to make in uh, this projects or work is pushed to the main. This workflow will start running from here. This jobs will run. First thing it will be build and will name as a build and deploy. Runs on the Ubuntu latest. The steps is like name checkout code and the action main setup.net and the .NET version 1 with .NET version 8.x. This version you can mention whatever version you want. Restore dependency, the name, and the run command is .NET restore Pomodoro server, that is here. We can right click and copy the relative path over here and paste it over here. For the thing, the relative part of the server, build the project, and before we have restore, so that we can mention no restore, and this is also the relative path of the server, and publish the project. .NET publish Pomodoro server series, publish this to this folder, and make a key read only for step one. This path is like we can get over in the Git access as run. Uh, so this is the key. Key is like when we create a instance, we will create a key. That key is like this. Like this key should not be in here. We should be keep it as a secret. As far I'm keeping here as a folder. So then I am changing the permission to read only to the owner, and read only step 3 to verify whether it's done. Installing SSH and the target folder. This is the run command of SSH. So this is the part of key, and this is the to we are going to paste. We are going to push. So here we have to modify our path. So for that we can open our instance. So this is the IP address we are going to give here. That is, we have to change this one to our instance IP. So the path is like the here an class same as a class. Same as for here also we have created LKN for the client project. Here also for the client project an class. So I'm making a new directory when it push to GitHub. The workflow will create a new directory to the today's date and the today's time, what the time is, and it will be published to the created folder. And same for the client project also, it will create a new directory inside this path, and it will push to the um, path. So here, before that, we have to make sure whether it's correct or wrong. Here we are created as ls, ed ls, and pk apps, Modoro. So this is the path. So it's not LKN. For server, it's for ls. Same also ls. And we can check for the client. We check for the client. The email here also ls. So it also ls. We are given as a LKN. So we have to check. Before running this one, we have to make sure whether it's correct or wrong. So that only have checked the path. So now it's whole thing is good, and so far it's good. I'm going to save this one, and I uh, add a am and outflow update. This is for a command. So git push. Once I pushed, it will push to this branch. It will not start the flow because we haven't merged to the main. So we got it. So we're going to compare and pull and able to merge, create pull request, and we are going to merge. We are merging from the pkcsid to main. You have to make sure of you are merging to merge. So we can go to the branch, and it started. The yellow dot is like pending. It started. See the jobs what it's running. Check on that. Yeah, it's done set not .NET. Now it's restoring dependencies successfully. Yeah, now we can go and check since LL. So we got a directory of the state month. We can change this for the current. We can change one. Create a simple color. So data same for the server also. User as Modoro. Here also a new thing. Creator. We are going to create a symlink over here and minus. So current. That is creator. Now for the service folder, we have to make that name as a DLL file. We simply leave it as a uh, .dll file. So for that, we can see what is DLL file name. Modoro server DLL. Yeah. We have to change the app settings also. After we create a database, we can change it. Now cd um, um, so pk Modoro. So here we file name. So here we are going to now all done. Control O, enter, Control X, and then we have to figure the Nginx also for the client side. So called ln called file cd dot. I think we haven't created that link or that dev pk pomodoro. Yeah, dot called ln minus s dev called s dev pk dot pomodoro. We have to give now it's greater. So now we are folders. So we are going to create that Nginx file. Sudo nano dev pk pro. So here we have create one as a current and good. It also good. Yeah, good. And the server name will be our domain name or our IP address. Don't forget to give us a. So here we have to give a server name of ours. Just easily we can get it from here because I don't want to open a console and take the time. So to copy here and paste the IP address. Now to the text. Now we have to restart the Nginx start pk Modoro service. Right? Yeah, enabled. You can see status of the status running post on the post. Now we can restart again What happened? Failed. Failed. Stop. Stop. Oh, there's some problem of expecting early bit can go. So while we have burned, burned and close, so we have a curly braces. Okay, now we can start in depression. Yeah, it's running. And now we go and check our IP address. Taking too long. Boom. So we got it. So it's running in the HTTP. Here, HTTP is 300 not modified and all good. For the project we have seen in the local. Successfully we have